God, I was pissed today. I wanted to make a video right after the game, but I didn't want to say something I'm going to regret about this team, so I had to like take my time, sit around for a little bit, veg for a little bit, and kind of get all my thoughts together on this whole entire game. So I'm going to go over everything and to the best of my ability, and whether you like it, you don't like it, you don't have to agree, you can agree, whatever the case may be, does not matter to me, okay? What I see is what I see, and I feel like there's a lot of issues right now. Get into it.
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
This game was an ugly one, guys. As much as we won this game today, Eagles beat the Lions 38-35, and it was a close one, guys. I mean, I didn't know if we were going to get out of this alive. I thought they were coming back. I thought they were going to beat us. There is a lot to talk about here to dissect the next couple days as we kind of go through the motions of what's been going on with this team, how the offseason has affected this team in so many ways. Holy shit. Okay, from the start of this game, when we took when we were on defense, okay, DeAndre Swift literally ran down our faces, okay, like a 51-yard run, like boom, like that. Don't know why. Don't know how it's that bad. Every time we get a hand on one of these guys, we can't tackle. This is a part of how we treated this offseason with these training camps. This team looked like they didn't play for 2 months. Literally. I think they started to get better in the first half, and then they went back to reverting to their old ways. The beginning with this, obviously on defense, they ran down our throats. They scored a touchdown. We're like, okay, it is what it is. Okay, I totally get it. But then after that, Jalen Hurts started rushing a little bit. The RPOs, the read options, holy crap. Holy crap. Throwing to receivers, not knowing who's, the connection of when the route's done, where the ball's going. It was a mess. It was a total mess. Okay? The second quarter, I would say that Gannon started to blitz a little bit more, and he started dialing up some blitz packages from corners, Kaiser White, and sometimes the whole entire defense. He was actually doing a pretty good job. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson made a deflection. Slay, really, other than the touchdown that he gave up later in the game, which he was right on top of it, he was just a second late putting his hand up to kind of deflect it. I thought they did pretty good for a good amount of time, and I can't put too much on these players because Gannon has been so passive in this game. I don't get how this is deja vu of last season. This is deja vu of last season, and I can go through everything that happened. Okay, TJ Edwards and Kaiser White played fantastic today. I thought they had some moments today. Even on the 2nd and 1 it was 2nd and 1 in the second quarter. Why the hell are you putting Noah Togai in the game? Your number 3 tight end is getting snaps in a crucial moment in this game. Like, why is he the target? Why are you even targeting him? Why is he even in the game? I didn't get that. There was a whole bunch of stuff. Obviously, Kaiser White with the deflection, James Bradbury with the pick 6, which was a huge maneuver that we had in that game. Marcus Epps with some big hits today. I really liked some of what we're seeing from some of these players. Epps was fantastic. I think it was 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. It was a 3rd and 1 stop on a Lions run, and Marcus Epps, boom. I loved it. There was great things to take from this game. The end of the second quarter, it was 3rd and goal, okay? Gainwell was throwing an underthrown ball from Jalen Hurts, and there was a few balls that were underthrown. That one to Gainwell at the end of the second quarter, where he had like 3 to 4 yards of space near the end zone, and he throws it right to the ground. I mean, he just couldn't even make that pass. So that was 6 points off the board right there. Okay. And, there was a couple bad passes today. I thought Hurts threw a couple bad ones, but nothing to where I think the play calling really was worse than Jalen Hurts' play, really, to be honest with you. There was a good amount of time when there was constant pressure in Jalen Hurts' face. where sometimes he had no time to even throw the ball. A couple balls a few of them got deflected today at the line of scrimmage. And then that second half was just, what the fuck just happened? What happened? Like, there was no, like, read option. Like, it's the only play. A.J. Brown had a fantastic day today. 155 yards. I mean, I couldn't even complain. Where's Devontae Smith? Where is Quez Watkins? Miles Sanders ran the ball pretty hard today. Kenneth Gainwell had his chances. Boston Scott had a couple good runs. Like, I think everyone got their chances. They didn't have Trey Sermon on the active roster. So, yet again, no bruiser back on your roster. You want the trade for Trey Sermon, but yet you don't activate him for game day. I don't know why. I don't know why. Don't even ask. Covey had the punt returns, which I feel like if they keep playing him, something is going to happen with him, that he's going to break one sooner or later. I mean, I forgot to put this up, by the way. I don't know if I turned it off. I probably did when I was ranting and raving. It was a tough game. It was a really tough game. I don't know what Shane Steichen's plan is with this offense, but how are you not throwing to your other receivers? I do not get it. I know Jeff Okudah was on Devontae Smith. I totally get it. But there is a way. There's no way that Jeff Okudah locked up Devontae. There's no way. No way. Even though the refs were horrible today, like I think every game I watched, the refs were just horrible all day today, which I thought some calls were total BS. And there was a lot of missed calls today in this game on both sides, not just the Eagles, but the Lions too. So I totally understand that. You get to the third quarter, and it's literally RPO after RPO after RPO. It needs to stop, okay? Pascal had a first down on 3rd and short. You had, I think, Josh Sweat got held like crazy. I think it was on one of the big receptions that the Lions had. I mean, DeAndre Swift every time they ran the ball, I mean, that was it. I mean, he had yard after yard after yard. And then these big receptions. Eagles were back in their prevent. I was getting deja vu from last year in that prevent, in that soft zone coverage where they just stand back there and let every tight end and receiver off the line get big chunk yards. Okay? It was ridiculous. We're so lucky that the Lions actually onside kicked in the third quarter. They onside kicked in the third quarter. I was shocked. And then Zach McPherson got the reception, thank God. And that was pretty much easy points from right there. 4 rushing touchdowns today for the Eagles, including Jalen Hurts on a touchdown with, I think it was like 280-something yards, 290-something yards, whatever it was today. But God, there was problems. There was issues, and where Jonathan Gannon strays away from the blitz yet again. Adjustments. It's the same problem that we had. I wish I could sit here and say that this game was just first game jitters, or it was just like, oh, it was just because it's the first game, or something like that. I pretty much said the same thing, but it's not. It's this offseason and how they treated this offseason. I don't think we're the only team that's paying for it. There's a lot of teams. The Giants shouldn't have beat the Titans. Washington played pretty good today. The Cowboys are probably losing this game tonight, most likely if you're watching it. Okay, but I thought the Cowboys defense held the Bucs for a good amount of time. I mean, I think we were the worst team. I think we were the worst team in the division that played. When it comes to the divisional teams in the NFC East, I thought the Eagles played the worst because they just had no traction and they strayed away from the good things that happened during the game. Like, what happened to the blitzes? What happened? Like, Jordan Davis was a nose tackle and he was getting good pressure, and then they moved him to the 3 technique or the 5-man front, whatever they were doing, and he was getting doubled. Fletch was getting doubled. The only time, okay, and I love Reddick moving into coverage. I thought that was good. The Lions dropped a lot of balls today. They dropped a lot of catches that should have been big receptions, couple for touchdowns. Okay, so it wasn't a good day. It wasn't. As much as this is a win, it feels like a loss in my opinion, but I told you guys before the season started, you're going to love me, you're going to hate me. I respect everything that you guys say in the comment section, whether I'm right, I'm wrong. You guys can say your opinions, and I totally respect that. But Of course, some of this is on Hurts, but I can't put that much on him because of the play calling is atrocious. The defense isn't helping out at all. They in the first quarter, they were and then in the second quarter, they were blitzing a little bit, blitz packages, and I thought they were really starting to get a rhythm. But the run was just, us against the run today was just bad in general. Then the second half came along and we just shit the bed pretty much. And I wish I could say that we were better at the end of the game, but we almost lost it. It was almost done. It was almost over with. It's hard for me to process this whole entire game because it's the first game. It's who's ready, what team is more prepared to go into a game like this? I mean, 35 points? I mean, you let them come back 35 points. It's inexcusable. It's not right. For them to get that close. I mean, I said 31-17, but holy crap, you literally let them. I mean, holy crap, Jonathan Gannon, man, this isn't good. I wish I could say that he's going to fix this, but is he going to? I went into this game saying this defense is making me nervous. Gannon's making me nervous. The players don't, because I know that we have the talent to be in a good defense. But it's Jonathan Gannon, the way he uses this. Second half, when did he blitz? Second half, prevent, soft zone coverage. What are they doing? The offense with the RPOs, not enough to Dallas Goedert, not enough to Quez Watkins. What, did Devontae Smith even have just one reception? I mean, is that it? A.J. Brown, I was happy for him. I'm glad that I know that we can rely on him, but we can't rely on just him every single game. It's read option. I'm either giving it to Miles Sanders or any other running back we have on this roster, or I'm going to take it for myself to run with it. It was literally the same as last year. Deja vu all over again. So as much as I was happy about the win, it really bothered me how we played today. There was teams out there that played like crap, but we played probably worse than a lot of teams today. A lot of teams today. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of faults. There's a lot of blame to go around. It is number one is the coaching. It is the coaching number one problem. 100%. The way they treated training camp, the way they valued the joint practices over the preseason games, the tackling. Holy crap, can you tackle somebody when it should be a 2 to a 5 yard loss? He gets a 10-yard gain. I mean, it's just nuts. It's crazy. I mean, the tackling was just, wow. We got to go back to the basics of tackling. Really? You should have been doing this, or should have actually been on top of this during training camp, at least training camp, to fix this issue. But it was an issue. We got the Vikings Monday night. I don't even know. You know what I mean? They got to fix a lot. Every time we did read option plays, the Lions sniffed every freaking play it was, whether it's a screen pass when it's third and short, stupid stuff like that. They fished out almost all those read options. As they were doing it more and more, they were reading it more and more and making plays on us immediately. And then when they, if you're not under center and you're not in play action, you're not keeping the defense on their heels. It's easy. If you have a team that's smart in defending RPOs, especially if you do it all the time as the Eagles do, if you do it all the time and make this offense so freaking predictable, this is how you beat Jalen Hurts. You pressure him. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Pressure him, jump in his face, because Jalen Hurts will fold at that moment. That's the blueprint of beating Jalen Hurts. Just pressure his ass the whole game. And that's what the Lions did. Every time we had one sack, one measles stupid sack from Fletcher Cox. You know how we got that sack? Because Jared Goff dropped the ball when the ball got in his hands. That's the only reason we got that sack. We didn't get that sack off of pure skill. We got that sack because Jared Goff dropped the ball. That was the only reason why we got that sack today. The defensive line No pressure. That was the number one thing that really pissed me off today. That defensive front, I don't know if it's Gannon, I don't know if it's Tracy Rocker or whatever the hell the case may be, but the pressure has got to be there, and it's not. They didn't get pressure the whole entire game. But in the second half, when you strayed away from blitzing, you were not getting any pressure. So what did you do? Absolutely nothing. You stood there, you played your basic prevent passive format and just let these guys get off the line and get yards on us all day. All day. It was horrible. It was horrible. I wish I could say that it could be fixed. I don't know if it's going to be. Offensively, I'll feel more comfortable offensively going. They can't play like that every game. I feel like the offense could change. But I think this defense is in trouble. I was afraid this was going to happen today. I gave Gannon a chance. I don't want him as a defensive coordinator because if I'm already seeing what I'm seeing from last year already from the first game of the season, I saw glimpses and flashes of good things that could happen. Linebackers making plays. It was fantastic. The tackling was good and somewhat really bad most of the time in this game. So it's tough to swallow this win. As much as we won, and I'm glad, and trust me, I am happy, I am glad we won this game. But holy crap, guys, like, we have a lot to work on till Monday night next week. I'm telling you. Because you think this was a test, and this was a test that we almost lost. Okay, you let these guys come back 35 points. 35 freaking points. If they didn't kick that onside kick, we probably would have lost that game. Probably. And if Goff didn't have receivers dropping passes, 2 of them for touchdowns, no Devontae Smith, no Quez Watkins, barely any Dallas Goedert, a few times, whatever. You using Noah Tagai on second and short in the end of the second quarter. Are you serious? You're using your number 3 tight end to make a play that doesn't even play with the first team? It's crazy. I'm as real as it gets, guys. I will be completely honest. I'm not sugarcoating anything, but they got to figure their crap out. If they don't, they're losing a lot of games this year. You have the talent to do whatever you want. These coaches are not helping these players. I can't really blame the players too much. Defensively, I can't because they're just in a system, in a scheme. I can't even blame them too much. Gannon, I have full blame on. Steichen was horrible today. Horrible. Read option after read option, RPO. The same shit every single time. And that's good enough. And that's you. And Nick talks about championships and getting over the mountain. Like, can you fix what is going on right now? I don't want to settle after the game and say, great game. We fought hard today. We still got the W. I can give a crap less. Fix your shit. I mean, I can't be wrong. I mean, what I seen today, like, it was like there was things that flashed and there was players that flashed. I was like, wow, and the linebackers flashed a little bit when they were blitzing and they were making plays and they were making Goff uncomfortable. You couldn't even touch him once. Yeah, they touched him one time, but Jesus Christ. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this game. I need to reminisce about this. I need to watch more tape, more film. I'm going to watch this game again because when I'm streaming and trying to do the and try to talk to the chat and try to look at the game, I'm missing a lot of things that are happening and I want to see more from what's happening. Literally. Steichen is, I can't stand both these coordinators. I cannot stand it. And Nick is fine with what's going on, apparently. Probably not, but are you seeing a little bit of what happened last year? I'm literally deja vu. I'm literally seeing the same offense, defense from last year, but with a better roster on top of it. Holy crap. But that's it. I will see you guys on the next one. Sorry it was a long video, but I have to get this off my chest. See you guys on the next one. Chicks, what up, follow, slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.